There's one simple rule of thumb that sets apart dreamers from dream catchers. Dream catchers live by the simple phrase, do the next best thing. They don't just think about the next best thing. They definitely don't avoid the next best thing. They don't just tell others to do the next best thing. They don't spend all their time planning out their next best step. But instead, they themselves spend time in action. They habitually and automatically do the next best thing. It does not mean that their next best thing is easy for them, or that it didn't take every ounce of all they've got to complete it. But it does mean that they don't waste time deciding whether they should act on it or not. They spend their time acting, constantly looking for and doing the next best thing, simply because it makes sense to them. They know that taking their next best step is the next best step. There is no doubt about that. They learn to trust themselves deeply because they know that deep down we can all identify and communicate our next best step. It is just a matter of finding the bravery and motivation to take that action. These dream catchers are no different from the rest of us. They don't have superpowers that make it easier for them to feel motivated or make decisions or do hard things. But rather, dream catchers have learned through habit to see the benefit in just beginning. By beginning to complete that next best step, they know there will be a positive outcome, so they focus only on that. After a while, it becomes second nature. We don't even think about it. It just becomes something that you do, something that makes sense. Through practice, we all improve. One of the hardest concepts to grasp for some dream catchers is that sometimes the next best step is to take a break. This concept just doesn't seem obvious to us. It doesn't make as much sense. Because to the dream catcher, they're all about moving forward and taking action. But when we learn to redefine what action means, we realize that rest is an action. It is something that we can choose to do. Then we realize how important those breaks are and how deeply they positively impact us when experienced in balance. All good things in moderation. We should never try to have too much of something because it is just that, too much. We should also never try to have too little of something because it is just that, too little. But it is very hard to imagine having too much balance of something because it seems that that would just be perfect. Balance is the answer to nearly every problem. What area of your life is lacking in balance? What could you be doing differently to restore that balance in your daily life? The dreamer believes, I dream and dream and dream until my dream comes true. The dream catcher believes, continually evaluating and doing the next best thing will make my dream come true. Stay motivated. Do one tiny little next best thing, even if that next best thing is time to rest.